The Ravens Flock presents The Black Files, an uncensored interview and review podcast for all geek fandom.
Welcome everybody, friends and pals, guys and gals, boys and girls around the world. Pop a squat, pop open a cold one with all of your friends. It is Wednesday night, only a couple of hairs past 10 p.m., and you have been granted access to the uncensored and uncompromising interview and review podcast of the Ravens Flock. So whether you're a friend or you're a fiend, boy, girl, or in between, you are tuned into a brand new episode of The Black Files.
Yay! Right, fantastic. Yes, indeed. On the first week of September, we are starting things off white hot, and we're gonna get to that in just a bit.
Appreciate that, Jose. I'm your host, folks, Juan Arauz, one of the heads of the Ravens Flock, the tech guru of the team. I am a dude who ponders the actual mechanics of how you can have Metal Gears working. By the way, we finished up Snake Eater on Saturday, so that was fun.
Yay!
Congratulations! I had to pull the trigger on the boss, and the freaking controller wasn't letting me shoot her. It's like, no, please, no.
Even the game is like, no, don't do it.
It's like I don't have a choice. I have to.
I'm sorry. It was actually very amusing because you look like you're about to literally yeet that across the room.
Well, I was frustrated at the controller. He's like, come on, let me start.
I totally understand.
Path to the road of darkness here. What the fuck, man? Like, there, finally. Jeez, thank you.
That is Hideo Kojima tugging on your heartstrings.
He's like, made you look. Made you look. And that is just a controller issue. It's not like the game makes it difficult for you to fire on purpose.
No, he put that there on purpose, specifically for the Xbox session. When you play it on the Delta version, the game is gonna lock in, and you're gonna get an order from Amazon to give you a gun that you actually have to shoot at the screen.
Yeah, and I'm not doing that. And thankfully, folks, I'm
That's
not
cute.
alone.
You think you have
Tonight,
a choice.
I'm joined by our usual suspects. Let's first off go ahead and say hello to the lovely cosplay femme fatales of the Ravens Flock. Give it up for xeiana Rose and Dragon Fang cosplay here, folks. Give it up for the lovely ladies.
Hello.
Guys, it is a very, very tiring day. Yeah, I want to take another nap.
Right? Especially with the freaking thunderstorm over here, it just makes you want to knock out, right?
Oh, it was so nice, except it started when I was working. I was like, please don't do this when I'm working. If it goes down, I'm gonna scream.
It was such a pain.
I need internet in order to work here.
And well, unfortunately, we had no choice, but we're gonna have to deal with it from there. We've also got, of course, the host of Los Amigos Play, a man with a million opinions, zero apologies, and even fewer fucks to give, especially when it comes to someone being a total, absolute nard hole. Give it up for Mr. Angel Mendez!
Hello, friends and listeners throughout the world. It is a joy and a pleasure to once again stand with you to this beautiful show. Welcome to another episode of The Black Files, and as usual, I hope that you enjoy watching this as much as we enjoy making it for you. Except for you, California. I'm watching you. I despise you immensely.
Angel has a personal grudge against the state of California.
It dares to exist and continue to breathe the air it has not earned.
Oh my goodness!
You have any idea how much original Californians had to go through just to emancipate from the territories of Mexico?
Indeed, and it was a terrible mistake because the second they lost the yellow filter, they lost their sense of humor.
My gosh!
Damn.
And let's not forget the man himself, the founder of the Ravens Flock, the executive producer and content manager of our channel, the host of our flagship show, The Ravens Flock, live every Saturday night at 7:30 p.m. Eastern Time, and Wrestle Rewind, live every Thursday night at 10 p.m. Eastern Time. Give it up for Mr. Jose Casabona!
Thank you very much for that warm introduction. Happy to be here with all my friends and all our viewers tuning in at home right now. I hope you guys are having a wonderful Wednesday evening. I know it's the middle of the week, and I hope this week has been very kind to you and not gut-wrenching.
Trust me, we've had our guts wrenched like nobody's business over here. But Jose, why don't you do us a favor and take care of the housekeeping if you'd be so kind?
Not a problem. Much like all our other shows, we are simulcasting on YouTube and Kick. Hit the subscribe or the follow button on the bottom right corner of your screen. Click the bell icon to enable notifications. Leave your questions and comments below, and we'll answer as many as we can. And if you wish to go above and beyond to support the Ravens flock, then you can become an inner flocker. For $4.99 a month, you'll have access to all the perks that comes with our membership. Juan, tell them.
Well, for all the inner flockers we've got in our chat, and I know we have plenty, go ahead and show off those lovely membership badges and custom emojis, letting everyone know that you are here to help rescue the Ravens flock from the clutches of late-stage capitalism to become full-time streamers. Since 2013, we've been working hard and staying strong to make your voice our mission. The only thing that's standing in our way these days is the fact that we have to work 9-to-5 jobs just to keep the lights on. But you can help resolve that and help rescue what little slivers of mental health is left between the 6 of us. 7 if you count the occasional appearance of Toy Slasher up in here, but we don't really count that. He just shows up whenever there's a full moon and the threat of a hairbrush has been alleviated. The secondary alert, DEFCON 2 of hairbrushes has been completely eradicated, and that's when he'll pop up. But as long as there's a hairbrush, Toy Slasher will not come near it within 5 miles radius. You don't believe me? Ask his hair. I had very bad talks with it. It's very, very opinionated. The easy solution is just spread the word of the Ravens flock. Let everybody know that you are here to help make this channel everything that it can be and more. Let everyone know that we have been here helping make your voice our mission, letting people know about all sorts of different news in the world of geek culture, nerd culture, pop culture, and everything in between, and just fill them in on what more we can do if we've got more supporters. With your help, we can and will succeed. You can also get access to members first and members only content, a special discount to our merch store, link in the description below, and you also get access to us, the Ravens flock. Your favorite Motley Crue nerds here to make your voice our mission by providing us your thoughts, your input, your feedback, and your ideas to better shape the future of this channel to suit your tastes and needs. Up in the chat, we've got Lisa Boo, Miwo in the chat, Sarah Serenity, Magical Cosplay, Sarah Serenity, much love to you, dear. Koi Like the Fish is in the chat, and so is Sherry, Minty Day, Jeannie Rick is in the chat. Let's
Thank
see,
you for
D.
joining
Joseph
us,
Santos.
all of you.
And Jeannie Rick, one of our mods in our mod squad here, is also celebrating having been an inner flocker for 24 months!
Amazing!
Nice.
Thank you very much. We really appreciate it.
Look at that. They're like, woot woot, I am too. Super excited for my Raven family. We're really excited that you decided to stick around with us as long as you have. We really do appreciate every single one of you folks showing up tonight. Someone kept me. Yeah, no. I do not. No. LOL, nope. Sarah Serenity saying, someone kidnap me and take me to Juan's place so we can play, so we can have a Poppy's playtime party. Listen.
Yeah. Yes. I agree.
Some might even say, I like you a lot. Sarah Serenity, my dear, my love, my honey baby buggy bugaboo. No. Please, no. I need
Pussy.
this. Like,
Pussy. Do it.
Who are you calling a pussy, you hussy? How dare you, hussy?
He just starts screaming no and turns into a rap song like Lego Batman.
No.
All right. All right, Juancho.
Listen.
Remember,
Sorry, no, I know. We're on the clock. We got shit to do, Jose.
yeah, we're on the clock, so let's do an inventory check, okay? Do you have your glasses on?
Duh.
Is your hair styled?
Always.
Do you have your typical blue shirt?
Yeah.
Do you have your glitch energy?
As a matter of fact, yeah, I finally do. And yes, folks, this is Jose's very ham-fisted attempt at letting everyone know that we're partnered up with Glytch Energy. Glytch Energies keep you running strong all day long with their specially formulated smart energy formula blend that keeps you running with 0 sugar, 0 carbs, 0 lag, 0 calories, and 0 crash. Lagging is one thing. We don't want that. But crashing afterwards, that is a nightmare. That is a nightmare and a half. But thankfully, Glytch has got that covered. They keep you running at a nice, even pace, and it lets you down gently, nice and easy, like wearing a parachute instead of wearing a lead helmet that's strapped to your head. So I don't know who would actually wear that, but you better believe somebody's going to try that. But what's more important is that not only does glitch energy keep you running strong all day long, just like the Ravens flock, but these guys have a whole wide swath of flavors for you to choose from. Isn't that right, folks?
That is correct. If you go onto their website, glitchenergy.com, you will find that they have a large selection of different combination blends to choose from, and they're coming out with new flavors every week.
Like, for instance, this past weekend, they came out with Mana Surge, which is a sour blue raspberry, and it's inspired by the fantasy RPG game Elysia, which is out now for those who like to play VR games. I'm not impartial to blue raspberry. I can understand that, but I finally got what I've been asking for. I finally got it. I finally have my neon sugar. All right? It's finally in my hand. This was inspired by another streamer, Laura the Explorer. All right? She's adorable and she's fucking cool at the same time. And she got her own freaking flavor of glitch energy, and it's cotton candy flavor. How dare you?
Delicious.
It really is.
Yeah, that's Glitch's way of saying, okay, we trolled Juan long enough with the Karen tears. He's cried enough rivers for us to count. So let's go ahead and give him what he wants.
No, he didn't. No, they didn't give it to me. I gave it to me. They didn't give it to me at all. They gave it to me. No, they didn't give it to me. I gave it to me. How dare they? They're trying to.
I gave it to me.
No, you didn't give anything to you. Besides, you rock the glitch hydration of the glitch revive line. But what's better off is the fact that if you head to their website, glitchenergy.com, and use our promo code FLOCKFUEL, you get 20% off your order. There's really no reason to not give it a try. As you can see, these guys are very friendly for folks who are not ready quite yet to commit to this stuff. For instance, you can get yourself, just for $10.95, a Gaming Energy Beginner's Pack of just 5 little sample pouches. If you want to go bananas, you can get yourself a Pro Pack, and that's 15 pouches over there. That's crazy. I don't know why you would want that many in just pouch form. You might as well just get a tub if you're going that far, but who cares? The important thing is these guys want you to be able to give it a shot. And like I said...
Well, little fact, I actually started with the Gamer Pack at your recommendation. That's how I got into the Blackberry Lemonade Hydration series. But the moment I tasted that thing, I gotta be honest with you, when you started this promotion, I was not expecting much out of it. But I believe that personal experience is the best appetizer. And I can tell you, my fellow people, that the moment I tasted that, I was infused with the pure energy of gaming. Nothing but insane levels of sexism and racism flowing through my body. And I also gained pretty well. So by all means, give it a shot. The flavor is good, the benefits are great, and more importantly, it doesn't taste like ass.
Oh, dear God. Yeah, no, we don't want that, because for crying out loud, folks, the last thing you need is for your energy drinks to, make you just, regret drinking it. Which is
you deserve
rude.
Better for your money.
It's rude if it makes you regret drinking it, but you will not regret trying out Glitch Energy. So give it a shot today, folks. Go to glitchenergy.com, use our promo code FLOCKFUEL, and get 20% off your order. Thank you to Glitch Energy for partnering with the Ravens Flock. And I know that you tried it initially, because with the headshot that we sent to Glitch Energy so that they can advertise that the Ravens Flock is partnered up with them, you're rocking the... You were rocking the actual sample pouch in your mouth, a la Ace Austin of Bullet Club. Let me take a look over here. Brand partners. Yeah. So yeah, if you guys don't believe me, I showed it to us last week in the chat. I showed it to us last week after the show, but I'm gonna show the fine folks at home here so that they can see exactly what I mean. Where is it? The Ravens Flock. Here we are. Here we are. Oh, really? Come on. Okay, I see what they're doing. Hang on. I actually got.
Wait, they deleted it?
No, they didn't delete it. No, we're not deleted. They're gonna have to work long and hard to get rid of us from there. I say, no, no, they're stuck with us until our contractual obligations have been fulfilled.
You can't escape. You put us up to this.
Exactly. No, I'm actually trying to find us. Give me 2 seconds, because I just had it, and just so that folks can see exactly the fine company we keep. You see this right here? Like you see us over here in the on the upper right quadrant of the screen there. Easy. You see me pointing to folks. You see Jose, arms crossed like a badass. Hang on. Bleh and bleh. I said bleh and bleh. There we go. So you see us here? Easy. And there's Angel rocking a big thumbs up and the freaking pouch in his mouth. It's the
It was good.
Foxy Lemonade one. It was the Foxy
But it
Lemonade.
was good though.
Yeah, well, I'm not saying it's bad. I was just saying that that it's just like it's silly that you've got it on there, but you know what? I don't mind, and that's how I
Listen,
knew
just
that
because you
were-
have to physically restrain me for snorting that thing like an of coke doesn't mean that I was wrong in my habits or that I won't do it again.
And for the record, folks, no, Angel didn't end up snorting it nor eating it.
No, he really has.
Our lawyers have advised you to tell you that everything I say is a lie until otherwise admitted or confirmed in the court of law.
Unfortunately, you're not wrong.
But that is a pretty awesome picture, not gonna lie, and I'm glad they used it.
Yes.
All right.
Now that we got the nice stuff out of the way, I do see some good news in the chat from Sarah Serenity. Her family managed to raise $300 for what they need in order for them to be able to get back into a home of their own. So that's excellent news. She's only $700 away. So if any of you guys have it within your means to help her out, that would be incredible. So yeah, definitely give that a try over here. Sarah Serenity, go ahead and share your Cash App for folks. So if anyone's able to help out, let them know. So congratulations to Sarah Serenity. Good job. Keep it up. We're pulling for you here. Let's see here. So, all right, we can't avoid it any longer. We've been dancing and prancing and goofing off here long enough. And Carisi Randall-Sama made her way into the chat up, and so did Tam Tam, Shamanistic Unicorn Tam. Okay, welcome to the Black Files, folks. And yeah, okay.
Let's do this one.
I have to. I know.
Yes.
I'm an idiot because I agreed to it 2 weeks ago, and fucking Okay, so let's talk about Deimos again. Motherfuck. I was not fucking happy about this at all. Because okay, if you guys don't know what the hell we're talking about, and a few weeks ago, right here on the Black Files, we had showed everyone what had been happening with a former member of our team who, at this point, we really don't even recognize who the fuck this person is anymore. Deimos Cosplay had made her way into the news in the dumbest way possible by letting people know how much of a craphead she is by scamming people in costume commissions. And unfortunately, the stupidity of her behavior had not stopped there, because once this was exposed, which, by the way, thank you very much to Koifish Cosplay for sharing your original story with us, because it was Koifish who had actually commissioned Deimos originally for an outfit, and not only did Deimos pretty much pocket the money, not only did Deimos fucking run late in the commission, but what she actually ended up sending to Koifish was nothing short of a disaster. And it was basically like scraps of barely pinned together clothing, sort of resembling an outfit, and even pieces of an outfit that Deimos herself had worn, which can be easily distinguished by the fact that there were deodorant armpit stains on it, which was just
Gross.
One could go as far as to call it incompetent.
not even incompetent, just like disrespectful. Like, I won't even respect you enough to send you something fresh. Here you go. I'm just going to take this off of my old cosplay, not even bother cleaning it or dry cleaning it or freaking taking fucking OxyClean, the gel thingies that comes in the tube, that it was like, what do you call it? That you could just like rub onto the stuff in order to try to minimize. She didn't even fucking bother with that.
Yeah, I know. It's disrespectful. It's the lack of human decency.
Exactly. Mind you, people that make and craft materials are known for reusing materials when they get the chance to, because, hey, it saves you some money and saves you time if it looks good. But it doesn't just speak to resourcefulness. It speaks to, I don't want to say laziness. I'm going to say neglect. It speaks of neglect.
In this particular instance, it is much worse than neglect. It is actual abject laziness there. Because, like, neglect assumes the the pretense of having made the effort to watch it originally, and having made the effort to try to bring it to try to put the effort into it initially, but then actually, you know what? Fuck. No, you're right. The glytch does work. My bad. I'm gonna go ahead and so for any of you guys who want to see the original from 2 weeks ago, here is the link to that episode of the Black Files. I'm putting it in the chat. I'm dropping it there. So if any of you wish to catch up, you're free to watch that on your time, on your dime. But today we're basically catching up because we did promise back 2 weeks ago that we're going to. Yeah, no, Neko Milo in the chat. Hey up, Neko Milo. Yeah, not even a Tide pen. Not even one of those. No, I was talking about like the OxyClean ones that you can actually use as like a pre-treatment before throwing it in the washer or whatever. That's what I was referring to. But yeah, no, like she didn't even bother with like a Tide pen. And it's embarrassing. And sadly, Koi Fish had shared all of this on their TikTok. And yeah, I know your mileage may vary when it comes to TikTok, but I digress. In this case, this was very much warranted.
And Instagram.
Yeah.
TikTok is like power tools. They can be devastating, but in the right hands, they can be used to make beautiful things.
Well, which is wonderful. That's one of the reasons why I do still advocate for TikTok to stick around. Also, Kyle Canada made his way in. Hey up, Kyle Canada. Welcome to the Black Files, and so did Mr. Quake and Ben Cruz. How you guys doing, folks? Thank you for joining us, Ben.
The funny thing, I wanted to say that it was like guns, but I'm like, no, guns kill people. But then I realized, wait, power tools kill way more people than guns.
Oh my gosh.
Like a gun isn't a weapon; it's a tool, like a butcher knife or a chainsaw or a guillotine. I don't know, an alligator.
I mean, yes, an alligator is it's like a rare drop from the Floridian Monster Hunter mission.
Yeah, and actually, yeah, no, you're right. It is. It in fact really is. Now, Koi Fish, do we want to replay one more time what Koi had shared on their Instagram or their TikTok? Or
no, I think at this point you've done I think at this point you've done a good recap.
Put in the link so they can watch it whenever they want to, because if nothing else, we do cite our sources.
Exactly.
You know, unlike the average journalist.
Well, correct. Yeah, no, you're right about that. Let me grab the linky. Where's the linky? Oh, here's the link. Copy linky. Yay. Okay, here we go. For those of you who are on the Talk Switch tick, you are free to check out Koi Fish's initial post from there. And if you wish to follow Koi Fish there, you're welcome to do so. Or you can follow them on his Instagram here, which is instagram.com/koi.fish.cause. Yay. So really, like, the problem apparently had been that Deimos had a lot of freaking skeletons in her fucking closet, and a lot of these stuff just basically came screaming out once it was pretty much confirmed out in public that, yeah, Deimos was being an asshole. And we had gone ahead and shared our own horror stories with Deimos, which, on the one hand, I wanted so bad to fucking try and dismiss, like, there's got to be misunderstanding, there's got to, like, this can't always be the fucking it, but then, no, I can't ignore it anymore. And the way that Deimos treated me and Kstorm by disrespecting us the previous year at Hallmat, not last year, but the year before, it was unconscionable. And yeah, of course, my opinion on that was had been, we're not gonna fucking badmouth anyone because, you know, fuck them. They're gonna deal with their own shit in their own life. That's not my bag. I'm not interested in trying to badmouth anybody. However, I will hold people to account if they're being an asshole. So here we are. Let me see here. So why the part 2? I'm curious. Easy, Sarah Sarandi. It's because we have had an influx of people who had sent in their testimonies, who had sent in their horror stories about Deimos. We're gonna be sharing. Oh God, I looked. We're gonna be sharing some of these tonight, and that way, folks can have more of an understanding of the kind of asshole Deimos is. Not as if we need more fucking reinforcement or nothing like that, which we don't.
Sometimes you do need more, because sometimes you dig into the dumpster and you think you're done, but then you realize that the dumpster was on top of another bigger industrial-sized dumpster, and the smell hits you and you go, mistakes were made.
Exactly.
Ugh. Yeah, no, that's actually what we ended up with. We ended up with a gigantic mistake. So let's see here. Now I'm gonna start off with some of the emails that we've got, which I'm trying to pull up right now without going into too much personal business of stuff. Give me a minute, will you? Okay, Deimos testimony.
Fine, man. Go on.
Yeah, I bookmarked Deimos testimony shit. So,
It's called proof.
Yeah, sorry. We've got evidentiary evidence.
Evidence.
Let's see here. Okay. So I'm gonna double check this one here. All right. Now this person had told me that they wish to stay anonymous here. As in their words, I would like to stay anonymous because I'm really trying to distance myself from her in that circle of folks. But I figure I'd share my story too. Thanks. All right. So here we go. Howdy. I'm by the way, I'm reading all this stuff verbatim. So, and if anyone doesn't want to believe that I'm doing this or wants to think that I'm bullshitting any of this, no, I'm reading all this verbatim. So, bleh. Okay. Howdy. I saw a bit of the Deimos Cosplay stream that y'all did, and I'm honestly kind of shook by it. Because I also had a cosplay from Deimos. I was hoping that my disaster experience was just from them being young/high school age and just starting out, so it's wild to me that this is still happening to other folks so many years later. I figured I would share my story with y'all too, since plenty of other folks seem to have the same experience. I went to high school with Deimos, so I was a baby cosplayer, and she was also kind of a baby cosplayer. However, she would talk to me all the time about how she wanted to make more cosplays with really extravagant designs, and how she also she had a lot of sewing experience. And when I mentioned to her that I wanted to cosplay the Condescension from Homestuck for MetroCon that year, because this was during like peak Homestuck era, lol, she offered to make it for me so long as I bought the materials for it. And of course, with me being a wee baby cosplayer, I jumped on that immediately. We had been good friends for a while. She confided in me a lot, but once I handed off the materials I bought, maybe about $100-ish worth of stuff, which was pricey for my 16-year-old self, I feel like we didn't talk so much. I had given her the materials maybe about 6 months before the con and tried to get updates on it maybe 3 months in, but she kept saying it was, quote, almost done, for weeks and weeks, until a month before the con I just didn't really hear much of anything from her anymore. During that time, I worked on building props, styling the wig, and I even got a set of horns commissioned from another friend of mine when it came to the day before the con. And then when it came to the day before the con, she finally said that she would bring it to the con and I could pick it up there. Friday of that MetroCon happens, and she said she left it at home. To which I think, no big deal, it's my Saturday cosplay anyway. Saturday comes, and she says, I just have a couple things I need to add real quick. Come up to my hotel room and I'll make the final tweaks. She brings me up to the room and tells me that she just got way too busy and she didn't have time to work on it. Basically presents me with a bodysuit with some ribbon pinned on it. I remember that it was that she had she had me put it on anyway, and she was just going to pin the rest of the ribbon on. As a naive baby cosplayer, I was like, surely she can do something to make this look good. Her own cosplay looked incredibly nice. I'm sure she can work her magic, and she is also a close friend of mine. I'll be fine. And that was a mistake, lol. Halfway through... Lamau even, yeah. No, halfway through pinning this ribbon onto me in the middle of her hotel room, she goes, oh crap, my panel is starting soon, and hightails it out of the room. I followed her out because I was like, wait, what about my cosplay? And the door ended up locking behind me. I had to wait somewhere I had to wait somewhere between 30 minutes to an hour by myself in a bodysuit full of pins for one of her roommates to open the door. Like, my bag, phone, everything was still in the room. And as a 16-year-old standing alone in a hotel, it was pretty spooky. I didn't know the roommate that showed up either. He was at least her age or older, so like 19 plus maybe. but I was able to at least get the materials back as well as all my other stuff. I tried to get an answer from her about why she decided to abandon me at the hotel, but I didn't hear anything back from them. And to be honest, I don't think we've spoken since then. About 2012, 2013, I think. I did see that she became friends with my other friends who were relatively popular cosplayers at the time, and they also turned out to be abusive as hell, so them being friends didn't surprise me, lol.
What an unexpected shock. Like begets like.
Right? Seriously. I don't let's see here. Let's see. So yeah, it's kind of a shock to hear that this wasn't some one-off shitty situation of kids being dumb, and she's done this to so many other folks and is still doing this to so many other folks. I don't cosplay anymore, and folks like her are definitely one of the reasons, lol. I'd like to stay anonymous because I'm really trying to distance myself from her and that circle of folks, but I figured I'd share my story too. Thanks.
Wow.
That's almost 1-for-1 what Koi-Fish was dealing with. Oh my fucking god.
So
Yeah!
This all the way in high school, and she never changed.
But okay, actually, that also correlates to what happened when they were supposed to have done my Masquerade North Italy outfit. They never even started it, but they had showed pictures. Oh, look, I bought these buttons for it. And then I said, hey, can I come by and get the outfit? And they're like, okay, come up to the room, go up to the room. So I wasn't able to even start it. Yeah, sounds familiar.
Does it feel like almost every time that she ruins a relationship with somebody, it starts like this? Big
Like,
promises,
if you cannot get something done, be upfront.
Be upfront, and then they can take it to another person. Don't just lead them on.
No accountability.
Exactly.
The second she gets called out, she runs away.
Once that happens, oh, they're not going to spread, they're not going to spread rumors about this, that I didn't finish the cosplay. Yeah.
Like, again,
They will probably warn other people, do not commission this.
yeah, we understand things can happen. Life gets in the way of everything, but you need to be upfront with the commissioner. You need to say, hey, I'm sorry, so-and-so, something happened, and I'm going to be very delayed. You just need to keep the person who is commissioning you in contact. You need to communicate.
That's the biggest thing that people kind of forget, is communication between these things. It's a two-way street.
And that's
agreed, 100%.
Like, it's basics. It's 101. Like, if you have a commission from someone, you keep in touch with them no matter fucking what. Even if you're like, hey, I'm stuck, or hey, I've got a thing. Like, let them know. Keep them in the loop. That way they're not left in the lurch. I know this from personal experience, both having been commissioned having commissioned shit from people, and having been commissioned for something and either falling behind or being on time or having shit happening. I've had so much fucking problems with this one video that I've been trying to work on literally over a year now, and it's fucking horrifying, and I feel like a monster, even though the person that I've been doing this for, she's the biggest sweetheart on planet Earth and wouldn't hurt a fucking fly unless the fly landed in her, like, I don't know, her homemade marinara. In that case, she'll fucking take a blowtorch to it. Like, fuck you, don't mess with my food. She's like the sweetest person on planet Earth, and it's Lala Lori, by the way. Hi Lori, love you. Please don't kill me. But yeah, like, when you've got shit, you need to keep yourself accountable, and you need to be accountable to the person that you are beholden to in this commission. She handed you money.
Or I could butcher the job, completely fuck everything up, give no explanation, and disappear. Yeah, let's do that again for the 50th time. Surely this time is going to work. Guys, it didn't work.
It didn't work at all.
It did not work.
I believe I read the one from okay.
Yeah, that's what I was going to ask, Juancho. Like I know we got a lot of emails and messages, and we got to keep some of them separate, because some of the ones we've read last time we talked about Deimos, and there were the ones that came in. I think they came in after.
Yeah, that's what I ended up with over here. So let me take a look into the chat while we're at it. Let's see here. Okay, this is a safe space rant. I'll give you cookies. Yeah, okay. I can't lie. I can't style a wig to save my life, and I need someone to help with my wigs. What the fuck? You can't walk around in pins. That's painful as hell. OMG. This brings up memories of an ex-friend of mine who abandoned me after a con in Old Town with no ride. Oh dear God, that's heartbreaking that this person quit cosplay because of Deimos the Demon. Damn, Sarah Serendi's fucking, like, naming, like cursing Deimos with the name over here. Jesus Christ.
Deimos the Demon.
Jesus Christ, damn. That's hardcore. Let me see here.
Yeah, I was going to say, Angel, what do you think? You think that's a little too extreme?
No, I think it's perfectly accurate. Not because of what she did, but because of what she kept doing. Doing a bad thing is perfectly understandable. We are all stupid, and I'll be damned the day it happens that I stop making mistakes. Or refusing to learn from them, repeating the mistakes, and continuing to run away from accountability and responsibility. That is what I cannot forgive. If you may pardon for relying on the old-timies, gentlemen, this is a grown-ass woman. This ain't no teenager. This is an adult. Wholly adulting. Or rather, most definitely not adulting. There's a point where you gotta look at yourself and go, how many times am I going to repeat this mistake? How many times am I going to do the same thing over and over? And how many bridges am I going to burn before there's no more bridges left? Even now, the fact that even now, she's still repeating to do the same thing, it fills me with a combination of both depression and sadness. I'm not even angry. I'm just sad because she's just going to keep doing this.
If Deimos had been, like, if we'd have known what kind of a flake and what kind of a freaking scab Deimos is over here, if we had known this, because it was around, the Ravens flock started in 2013, and we met Deimos, 2014, 15, right?
2014.
14, yeah, like a year later. If we had known of Deimos's fucking crappy behavior and how they are back then, I don't think we would have let them near us with a 10-foot pole. I don't think we would have actually let Deimos near us at that point, no matter how much they might want to fucking try. Because
we were not aware, because at the time we couldn't see the bad side of her. Because
it's also because we tend to give second chances a bit too much, it seems.
Yeah,
we like to see the good in people.
Yeah.
That's what you get for believing in the inherent goodness of humanity. What is wrong with you?
Yeah.
Bitch, did I catch you believing in people?
Oh, my man.
Yeah, we were too forgiving, unfortunately.
To be fair, though, like I said, she didn't show the worst of her. We didn't get to see the worst of her because while we do participate in cosplay, well, the twins do, and we go to the con scene, we were not as muchly entrenched on her as we were. We only began to notice the problems after you know what I'm talking about, Joe. The situation.
Yes.
With the alcohol.
Yeah.
Yes.
And 1 week later, after it happened, we're like, well, maybe it didn't work out because sometimes it doesn't work out. And then she outright confirms to us that it didn't work out because of her. And we go, oh, is this kind of person we're dealing with? I see.
Yeah, it's sussy. Lisa Boo in the chat saying, it seems like she has a playbook and uses it until she can't get anything anymore and then moves on. Yeah, you're right, because it's she hopped from state to state. She was moving cross country to try to deal with new people and latch herself onto people until fucking she couldn't hide her bullshit anymore. So go fucking figure.
We did predict that, didn't we, Joe? That we heard that conversation the first time she ran off to, I think
North
Carolina. And the first thing we found out is that somehow, despite going to a new place, new pastures, new faces, she ended up working at the exact same place she worked before because she didn't want a new place. She wanted a new place she could turn into a familiar place.
Yeah.
Wait, the restaurant?
Panera Bread.
Panera Bread.
Oh my God, you're right. Oh, because
the second I heard about that, I'm like, wait, you go all the way to the other side of the country and you don't even try to get a job in a different place? You don't even.
Listen, the only good thing about Panera Bread, and Juan can probably argue against me about it, is their pastries, their dessert, their bakery stuff.
I disagree on the grounds that I believe that the lemonade that kills you is also pretty sick.
Oh, the killer lemonade is fun. I haven't tried it yet, but I will. Especially after tonight, because I'm like, dear God, what a fucking mess.
The lemonade of ending it all.
The final lemonade. Let me take a look here. Minty Day in the chat is saying, hey, I just wanted to say this to everyone who did come out about Deimos before all this. All of the people who felt no one believed them, your stories matter too. You braved the storm first. You know, that's fucking wonderful to say there, Minty Day. Thank you very much for that. And
Indeed.
Alex,
Before you continue on, I think what we should do, and we should have done this from the get, is that we have to give 2 obligatory disclaimers. I'll give one first, and this is important. Folks, obligatory disclaimer, yes, we are reading stories and testimonies from people with different experiences with Deimos Cosplay. And please understand, these we have been given consent, we've been given permission by these folks to read these stories. Obviously, if we're not given consent, we would not read anything.
Yeah, everything here is off the cuff, over the table kind of thing. This is all prescribed by a professional medical licensed profession.
And more importantly, all of this stuff, if the person providing the testimony wishes to stay anonymous, as you guys have seen, we will honor that and we will keep them anonymous for their own protection. So don't you go trying to wheedle any information out of us, because these lips are sealed. Okay, as a matter of fact, no, these lips are stapled. All right, I'll fucking do it again.
No. Juan,
I'll do it again.
we already went there. We already went there once. Don't do it again. Come on, let's save some
Please
fruit.
don't step on your mouth, so the cleaner room hasn't done interrogating you, Conrad.
Give me just a second.
Watch out! You're the host. We have a show to do.
Yeah, besides, you're technically allowed to speak of this, so you don't have to seal your lips this time.
Exactly.
Okay, good point. Moving on.
Man.
Let me see here. Let's see. I use because I'm cautious of WhatsApp. Okay, yeah, no. Okay, so that's Mr. Quake talking to Sarah Serenity. Okay, it's predatory behavior. It's predatory behavior that prey on the naive, says Kyle Canada. You're right, it is. Fuck, man. Like it feels like I while we're bringing this up and helping bring awareness to the shittiness of Deimos's behavior, I feel like a tool. I feel like I got ripped off, like a rube, like a mark, fucking I got
You've been bamboozled.
I got
You've been
Shanghai,
bamboozled, not in
flim-flammed even.
You got played like a sucker.
I got played like a damn fiddle.
Local man loses his entire house.
And dipped you.
She dined and dipped us. Oh,
Jesus.
She chewed and screwed us. She sip and dip. Fuck. Sip and skipped.
She sipped and dipped. She sipped and skipped. Yeah.
There you go. Dear God.
Unfortunately, jokes aside, that is something that has unfortunately happened. As we saw in the previous time that we talked about this, and the other times that it did happen, she does in fact have this bad habit of, well, running away. Like, that's it. She just runs. Problem happens, run away. Oh, no, sorry. I jumped ahead of myself. Problem happens, feign sympathy, run away. Feign sympathy every single time. Because you notice that the first thing, I mean, mind you, this is something that most people do, but the few times that we did spoke with her after she ended up in one of her emotional episodes, the very first thing she did was make herself the victim. It's like step 1 of psychological manipulation. Make yourself the victim. Exactly. Help everybody that gives you sympathy, because a pretty girl crying pretty much activates the neurons, and you know it always did. We cannot lie about that. And then do it again. Do it again. Do it again. How many times? Think about this for a second, because now that we know about her, think about how many times did she came to us and complain specifically about the fact that people were not treating her well enough, or screwing her over with the services, or doing something that they shouldn't have done in this case. Only to realize now that, okay, maybe she was actually screwing over her clients this entire time.
You're right. Jesus Christ. It's fucking, it's like, how many different fucking things? And like, you're right. They all started the same way. They all started like, I was minding my own business. I did nothing wrong. Like,
every single
fucking
time.
hell. And we feel like we got played. She played us. We got honeypotted. Fucking.
We believed her to be our friend, so it was easy for her to fool us.
Let me take a look here. Koifish, who's in the chat with us here. Again, thank you for helping jumpstart all of this, Koifish, because you did not deserve to be fucked over the way you were. Koifish is saying, it makes me feel like she fucked me over, then laughed in my face. Extremely manipulative. See? It's like, oh, look at this easy mark. Look at this fucking tool. That's how she made us all feel after all this shit. And how much you want to bet she'll probably be, like, crying her gringa tears over here. Oh, like, oh my god, all these people are attacking me. All these people are harassing me for things that just aren't true. Like, bitch, we got receipts now.
That's the kind of shit that gets community notice.
Yeah.
So, about
oh god, sorry, go on.
Go on,
So-
Anna Rose.
I actually forgot to mention this the last time we talked about her, but remember when I said that she made the Assassin's Creed Noctis?
Yes. Which, by the way,
So-
I thought was a cool idea.
Well, I mean, it was part of the game actually.
Yeah.
So it's collaboration. So, but I was actually really excited to cosplay with her because oh my gosh, I love Assassin's Creed. I love Final Fantasy 15. This is freaking awesome. So I was actually constantly bragging to like anyone who was like, "Oh my gosh, you guys look so cool." I'm like, "Yeah, look, Deimos is the one who made this for us. You know, isn't it cool?" So yeah, I was complimenting her nonstop. And I ended up doing this too. I can actually remember their names, but I believe it was two Luna Freyas. And I noticed that Deimos was nowhere near me. And I happened to look behind and she refused to go near them. And I ended up, going back to her and she said that, oh no, they hate me.
They hate me.
I got no context for that.
Wow.
All I know
She never explained herself?
No, and I think I remember.
They screwed her over, but other than that, I have no idea what happened.
Oh,
would
and the
tell
best part
her
is you can tell
narrative.
exactly why she said that. She said that so you wouldn't go to them to find it out. Because she knows that you're
Yeah.
not the kind of person that pursues confrontation. So if your friend tells you that somebody hates you, well, you'll just take it at face value.
Usually, you tend to believe your friend over someone you might not know.
Exactly,
So-
and she'll either tell you her narrative, or if you try to press on and ask for more, Deimos will just be like, "I don't want to talk about it," or "Can we not talk about it?"
Every
Like I would
goddamn
actually
time.
like to know their
Time,
story
too.
now.
Every goddamn motherfucking time, too. And it's insulting. It's like, hey, no, let's just brush it off. Oh, this doesn't happen. Like, it's like, but, like, if you're gonna tell us that this person is like a piece of shit or something, I think we have a right to know why. You've got like you can't say, oh hey, the sky turned green and it's raining meatballs. Okay, prove it. No, I don't want to talk about it.
Yeah.
Show us the
No.
proof.
Yeah, but like I said, people are less likely to ask for proof if it's somebody they trust. If you guys tell me something, I usually take it at face value because I count on you not to lie to me. We extended the same courtesy to her, and unfortunately, the feeling was clearly not reciprocated, and we paid the price for it. But yeah, when you look back to the amount of times that we had a conversation like that with her, and the amount of times that she relied on the same narration, every single time, there's a point when even you had to ask yourself, okay, how many of these people have beef with you, and why do so many of these people have beef with you over the same reasons? You know? It's like failed relationships. Or the 7th or 8th breakup, you gotta ask yourself if maybe you're doing something wrong.
If maybe you're doing, if maybe you've got the, maybe you're the problem. Like, are you the drama? Yeah, probably you, motherfucker. So, like, it just feels like like she doesn't feel like we're worth the trouble. That we're not worth the time to actually have a fucking adult conversation with. So, like, I don't think she's ever done that with any fucking money.
How dare you? Responsibility. We don't do responsibility in this house or in any house. We just run away when the responsibility bill comes around.
No, sorry, but that ain't how I roll. I'm sorry, but I've been doing I've been Mr. Responsible since I'm 11 years old, which sucks, and it's probably something I need to unpack with a therapist. But that's not the point. But the point is, I know the shit that you've got to take responsibility for, and this is clearly one of them. You've got to take You've got to fucking be an adult. How the fuck else does she expect to get by? Unless apparently, like, she's living with people that will take her side no matter what and will never fucking question her, regardless of
The
how much
irony of who
chaos
she's
she brings
living
them.
with right now is both hilarious and incredibly depressing.
How do you figure?
Well, I will not tell you who she's living with because, I don't want to involve them into this conversation. They don't need to know.
Good
but
point.
The people that she's living with right now, she is partially responsible for a big chunk of their suffering. And they are letting her stick around specifically because one of them might be the only good friend she's got left. And as we spoke before in the previous episode, she doesn't change. She doesn't want to change, which means that it is only a matter of time before she grabs the biggest bucket of gasoline she can find, a pack of matches, and starts walking towards the bridge.
God damn.
It's good. It's gonna happen, and I don't want to be the doomer pill man, but considering that she clearly has not learned her lessons and she has refused to improve herself, then that means that, well, am I wrong for expecting the thing that has happened countless times to happen yet again?
No. It's just a matter of time at this point.
Pattern recognition.
Yeah. Do we have any more? Do we have any more stories to get to?
Yes, we do, and I wanted to get to the next one that I've got here. In the chat, I do need to bring some light over here because Wings of Eternal Night is back in the chat. Hey, up here, Wings. Welcome to the Black Files. We appreciate you, dear. She's like, so I wanted to let you know I leave tomorrow for the airport with my husband and kids. We are leaving home to Ireland and Norway. We'll be back stateside a week before Thanksgiving. All right, that's fantastic news.
Congratulations.
Wings, safe trip to you. I hope your family has a great time. Don't go too nuts and enjoy the trash fire that is America from the safest distance that you could get to, which is Scandinavia and Ireland.
Don't get too close to the Irish, lad. They bite.
Nah, it's okay. They can bite.
Wow, thanks. You're talking to two Irish people right here.
Two Irish girls there.
Wow.
Dude.
I rest my case.
That was
all right.
Scottish accent, but I get you, dude. You're trying. It's okay. Let me see here. Sarah Serendi. Oh, Kyle Canada was saying, "Cue up the court scene from Final Fantasy: The Spirits Within." Where is the proof? Fuck, that's a deep cut.
Still the best sentence for that entire old ass film.
I'm just saying, guys, we need to have a movie night and watch this shit.
No, what I'm saying is I still can't believe to this day that's officially the very first Final Fantasy film ever made. And
you have to admit, though, the graphics were really fucking good.
Oh, yeah.
For the time, that still looks fantastic.
Holds up really well for an awesome animated fantasy adventure. I'm over here thinking at the same time, though, like...
What?
All right. Let's get to the next.
Let's continue over here. You're right. Let's see. Sarah Serendi. If someone in the community is dangerous, you have to make people aware. For example, a while back, after the Hallmat incident, I found out that my cosplay name was on a list of targets during the drug incident, and I only found out because my friend found their cosplay name on a list they found on Reddit. When I oh my god, are you fucking serious?
Sorry, I'm glad that nothing bad happened to you.
Yeah, no, Jesus Christ. You guys remember the list that we're talking about, right?
Yeah.
That's fucking terrible. Oh my god. Oh.
All right. Let's compartmentalize that for now. Let's
right,
put out
that file, save, close. Got it. Alexandria Harrison, when I confronted her about AWA 2017, so Anime Weekend Atlanta 2017, quote, I don't need to tell you anything as you are no longer my friend. I also please as you respect my wishes and not check up on any of my social media accounts. Nor do I wish any form of contact for a long time. Thank you. This is what she said. Stole money and ran. Fuck you, see. Yeah. I'm feeling bitter. I'm feeling spiteful and vengeful. I want to be that asshole to full name Deimos, but I'll leave that to public record. So I'm not going to do that tonight. Sorry, I want to, and I want to so bad, but I won't. I will not.
All right.
Wings is saying, my husband and my mom will be going with me, so I won't be going alone when I go visit my dad. I'm scared about going home to Norway to visit my father's grave. I haven't been home since we lost him to a heart attack. You've got plenty of folks there who will be by your side, Michelle, Wings of Eternal Night, so don't fret. All right, you're not alone, and you'll be able to handle this with the family that you've got now, and that's what's important. Okay, next email. I hope you'll pardon me. I've got to. Let's see here. Okay, so now this next one is another person who wants to be kept anonymous here. And I'm just going to flash the screen to you guys one time, and I'm not letting anyone do anything from there. Okay, so let's see. Please keep this anonymous as I'm still trying to work through this whole thing myself. I'm currently watching live. Okay, so this is from 2 weeks ago. I'm currently watching live, and a lot of what other people are saying echoes a few of my experiences in the last year and a half. We met at Hallmat 2022 and hung out a bit at Katsu 2023. After that, we would just hang out periodically at cons, and our friendship becoming deeper after Anime Weekend Atlanta 2023. Since then, we would call on Instagram for hours while we work on cosplays, and most of the time it was always them venting how people were trying to start drama and fight with them. I was on their side for a lot of it because I didn't want them to feel like I was... like I was betraying their friendship by asking others about it. I did genuinely try to support them emotionally while they were clearly struggling, but I just didn't know how to help. I helped with minor props and cosplays. Let me take a look here. For cosplays, I introduced them to a small community I was in. I'm autistic and always struggle with conveying genuine connection, and we had a moment where it felt like we were on the same page about how relationships aren't transactional and that we're supposed to help each other out. But I don't think they ever did that kind of thing for me. They did say they were making a cosplay for me as a gift, but as far as I know, it wasn't ever finished. I mentioned to Koi because he reached out to me about getting in contact with Deimos in late July. I didn't even know they picked up Hanfu commissions again. They said they were done with Hanfu commissions as early as January, February 2023, after we met at Hallmat in 2022. Thanks for shedding light on this. It's very disheartening and upsetting to hear. So, yeah. So thank you, Kay, for this one. Holy Lord. And yeah, no. That's just fucking heartbreaking over here because, like, yeah. Okay. Show of hands, and don't lie, Angel, because I know you're on it too. How many of us have got brain juice problems?
It tasted pretty good. Yeah. The doctor told me I shouldn't drink it, but...
Oh my gosh.
Yeah. Juancho, you probably should have put it in better context, but I get what you're saying.
Yeah, but I agree wholeheartedly. That's why I drink Glytch Energy, because the hydration helps my brain juices refuel the dry sponge that is my skull.
It's not like you've got cyberbrain sclerosis or anything, Angel. You're just whacked in the head like the rest of us.
Cyberpsychosis for real people, also known as regular psychosis.
Exactly. Also called analog psychosis or just psychosis as a fad.
Damn.
Because people want to be edgy and not have to fucking... Okay, so it's pretty obvious. We've got our issues. We're trying to go through them however we can. Jose and I thankfully are able to go through therapy. We've all got our own specific issues on here. Deimos is no different on there. But the fact that over here that this person let us know that they do have an actual issue with being able to convey, like, being genuine with people as a result of them being autistic. I'm over here feeling like that's an extra level of fuck you dirtiness on Deimos's part, because I can only imagine how these relationship had developed between Deimos and this person. Of course, they would have let Deimos know that they're also autistic. So if it kind of feels to me like Deimos is fucking being taken advantage of him on that regard. So that's fucky on her part.
I mean, it is. It's a very good way to have somebody that you can manipulate basically forever.
See, exactly.
All you gotta do is sling a little guilt and they'll bend over like a leaf in the wind. And that's perfect for somebody who delights on never being called out for the bad actions.
Never because being held accountable. But sorry,
certain people who know they have that issue, specifically they don't like to start any shit. The relationships with them usually go bad because they refuse to call out their partner when they do something they don't want. And lack of communication can destroy something. But certain abusive people might take advantage of them because they know they'll never say anything, because anything is better than being alone again.
Which is bullshit, and I hate that. And that's something that I'm over here with my own relationships that I've dealt with over time. That I'm fucking trying to get through that and make sure that I don't fall into those pit traps and pitfalls in the future. And like, it just hurts. You know, it's like Deimos has her own fucking problems too. Why the fuck would she be this kind of an asshole, knowing that she's got her own issues? Or, like, odds are, maybe she's been faking that as well. Who fucking knows? Like, we thought
I think
we
you
knew
may
this
be closer to it than you think. It is exactly because she has those issues that she has these problems. Because self-reflection is not common to people that have these problems. Regular deflection, though, oh yeah, baby. As far as the eye can see.
I think you got a point there. We're like, here we're doing armchair psychology between ourselves, and we're actually coming to a fucking point. I think that kind of fucking makes sense. Does that gel with you guys? Because Angel, you got a fucking point there.
Yeah, no, it does.
wish
It
I
does.
didn't.
Now that Angel explained it like that, yeah.
Shit. Fuck. Man, like, I keep making this joke whenever I talk to folks. Like, I flunked enough psychology courses in college to know exactly what I'm talking about.
No, it's perfectly accurate.
Like, even though, like, that, all this shit does make perfect sense psychologically, the only reason why I flunked them is because I hate APA format. APA format's the fucking devil, alright? I hate fucking
is
writing
pretty
essays
trash.
in APA format. It's stupid.
Sorry, we're gonna need 500 more words for this one for a passing grade.
Eat a dick and
Oh
die.
my God, no!
Die in a fire
But
ripple.
all right, what other stories do we have, Juancho?
I'll continue on there in a moment while I pull some of the other stories up. Okay, Koi Fish is saying neurodivergent gang, yay, yeah, like right on. We're all up in the same boat. Wings of Eternal Night, you guys are amazing and you're all caring and loving, and I'm so glad that I get to call you my friends. I love you all. My mother was a teacher when I was younger. She taught at a school here in Rhode Island for kids with disabilities. I would volunteer at the school my mother worked at, and I came to love and respect children and teens with disabilities. Yeah, see? Fuck yeah, that's the kind of shit we need. Just like fucking understanding and fucking having like coming in from a point of sympathy and not from a point of what can I get out of you, motherfucker. Seriously, thank you for that, Wings. We appreciate it. F the APA, says Kyle Canada.
No.
Like APA format is such bullshit. Whoever, like, God Almighty, it's such.
There's a special brand of hell that only certain teachers go to, and Satan is very happy to welcome it.
And these motherfuckers are the ones who fucking like approve it for their American Psychological Association. Fuck you! How dare you?
Despair is not enough.
I love you all, says Sarah Serenity. We love you too.
Thank you.
Let me pull up the chats because I saw something over here. Okay, so we did have from last week one of the folks who sent us an email during the show. She was the one who let us know that Deimos nearly killed her sister. You guys remember that, right?
Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah. So what do you call it? So what we're doing over here is I'm actually pulling up because they went ahead and also made a video testimony, which I'm going to actually go ahead and download for us to keep in the future because they have it unlisted. But I'm going to read from the transcript on it as best as possible. That way we're not mentioning a name that that this person, by the way, this was Jennifer. This was Jen who messaged us on this. They're asking that we don't mention that they don't mention someone else by name. So I'm keeping my eyes on that. And again, so the folks don't think that I'm bullshitting or anything like that. Here is the proof, so y'all can go suck a nut. Yeah, see, so yeah, that's what I'm gonna do. I'm gonna read from the transcript on this as best as possible. So, okay. Okay, so my name is Jen. I am Caitlin Kate, as most people knew her in the community. I apologize. I have quite a few disabilities, one of them being a rare sleep disorder, and I kind of zone out sometimes. I get very, very sleepy, but I'm going to be cleaning my craft area at the moment while I'm talking to you and telling you what Deimos did to my family, more specifically, my little sister. Little sis, I'll just call her sis, met her, and I'm using she, her, that was what we called her. That's what she said to call her. Every so often she would say they them when it was convenient for her, but basically she was, when she wasn't getting enough attention, so she needed to say that she was feeling dysphoric, but I digress. She little sister met her through a friend that she said that she had met at a convention, and she knew this friend, and Jazzy first, what those are the people she knew first, and they introduced her to Deimos, of course, this friend, and I forgot his name. I can't remember who, but he had known Deimos for a number of years. Actually reached out to little sis afterwards to ask if she was okay after everything, because he had said, I wanted to tell you what she was like, but I knew that you probably wouldn't believe me because she's convincing, and people will fall for her shit. I will be cursing most likely during this video. I curse like a fuck lot, fucking lot. So yeah, but. So here she met her. I remember her mentioning her in passing most of the time. My friend Deimos. I never met her. Whatever. So she had so many cosplay friends, and I knew some of them. I didn't go to conventions myself. I would help her build some of her cosplays and everything. We craft together. We were always crafted together. Still do. Basically, one day, when it was probably like in June, July, I think, he's like, my friend Deimos is going to come and visit for a week. She's going to come spend the week. We've been talking, and now little sis had been going through a lot, just mentally. She had been going through a lot, and she had a very rocky relationship for about 2.5 years. Very manipulative. My poor girl. This girl had taken her for a fucking ride, and Deimos had been there for her, and little sis had been trying so hard to get on her feet, and she's like, I really want to move out of mom and dad's house. I want to get. She lived down. She lived down here, actually, in this area down here. This is the basement of my parents' house. It's a whole den area. There's TV, couches, everything. So it's a nice area, but she wanted her own space, understand, So, Deimos, well, I need to get away from my abusive pain parents. They're so abusive, and little sis, us being the people we are, holy crap, please let us help. Please let us help you. So she comes for the week, takes us all in with her fucking mom, honey, come live here, little sis, come live here, and we'll get an apartment together in North Carolina. We'll get an apartment here, and Deimos, and thank you so much for first red flag. Her mother sent my mom an email right before she moved in, sent my mother an email that said, be careful of my daughter because she's basically a lying, manipulative person.
Jesus.
Hold on!
You don't understand how bad this is.
Deimos' own mom is trying to let people in on this shit.
Holy shit.
Can I interrupt really quick?
Go for it.
Because Deimos did always say that her parents were always so, I didn't hear abusive, but she said that they were very, very terrible to her. But whenever I went over to her house, they were the sweetest things. Even her father, who she said hated everyone and just hated her so much and kept threatening to kick her out of the house. But he always, nodded to me when he saw me over there. He's like, "Good morning, young lady." So interesting that you say that they are abusive, because I know that, parents act nicer when, people are over,
company.
but
Yeah,
I've never.
They put on the public face. Like,
Yeah, but like they always were super sweet and everything. So the fact that her moms and emo. Holy crap.
You gotta understand
Wow.
how bad that is, that your own parents basically tell you, yeah, my child has become a trouble child.
Well, the
That's
thing
gotta
is,
suck.
I did hear that her father went to support her at MetroCon when she was in the contest.
Oh, good for her.
So that there's a lot of back and forth of they're abusive. Oh no, they like me. Oh, they're abusive. Oh, they like me.
Yeah,
It's a
it
bit
doesn't help that
shocking.
we know that, she's not exactly the most honest person in the world, which means that everything she's told you about her parents must be taken with
Result.
mountainous piles of salt.
So much sodium chloride. We're gonna have to
The
go
Dead
back to the planet
Sea is not
Crate.
enough.
We're gonna have to go to Crate from Star Wars: The Last Jedi, the salt planet with the red
Oh
crystals
no, I'm
inside.
not ready for that. Wancho, I'm not ready for that much salt, man.
You
We're
sure?
going to Crate. I'm sorry.
Yeah,
I'm sorry,
sorry. We
Joey.
gotta go to
It's
Crate,
Crate time.
Jose. Go pack your bag.
Uh,
Get me a pickaxe and some of those COVID masks because
Juan's gonna
breathing
go
in
salt
salt in the air.
mining.
Because breathing salt in the air not very healthy for you for a prolonged.
I'm going to
period of time.
introduce the foxes to a silicon soul species and completely wreck whatever is left of the entire goddamn ecosystem.
We're not
of
going to
that
see
shit.
Juan for
Ecosystem.
months because he's. We're not going to see Juan for months because he's going to be nose as deep into the tunnels of salt mining.
Well, look about it. He
the
can
mine
sell
some
that
salt for this
information
shit.
and made like a professional, like a documentary of the habits of the crystal fox.
That'd be so cool.
Think about it.
But like,
All right,
like,
we're getting too okay. We're getting.
no, it's
Here again.
fine. It's fine. We need
But, yeah,
some levity.
You know you're in trouble when your when your parents are warning you that that they are a terrible person.
Listen, we know that no parent out there is perfect. All right, there are people just like you and I, and they make plenty of mistakes just like you and I. But as far as we can tell, and admittedly, this is based on our own personal experience here. Deimos' parents have never been nothing but kind and respectful to both her and him. I'm sorry, and us. And the information that she's given us and the accusations that she has ever so happily slung in their general direction simply do not match with any information we received. So we can safely assume she's full of shit about that.
I believe you're right on this one at the very least, because like she's lied about so much shit that we've got her dead to rights on now. Who's to say, that maybe she's like fucking like being angsty for no fucking reason, for attention and shit. What the fuck?
Attention is the reason.
You know what I mean? Like being angsty for its own sake, just to garner people's attention, just to garner cheap heat and sympathy. Like, look, like I can talk your ear off all the live long day about the negative experiences we've had with our parents growing up, but I'm not going to. It's only when we actually have to get into it is when I do that shit. But I'm not gonna go out of my way to badmouth our mom, for example. Like, bless her. Like, we've had issues in the past when we were children and shit. Who doesn't? Obviously, like at this point, the only thing I see is like I'm seeing my mom. She's older. She's getting on in her years. She's not as quick as she is anymore, and she wants to be connected with us in some fucking way. I'm not gonna fucking deny her on that. Just as long as we don't have to go back to the old patterns that she used to have, then I'm perfectly fine. It's that kind of shit. But here is like she's two-facing about her own parents, and her own fucking parents are the ones fucking warning people now. Jesus Christ.
Pretty messed up.
Because if it's gotten this bad, how much more shit is she like trying to keep out of public eye, or how much more shit is she hiding of perhaps her own treatment of her parents? Like, because like with her saying like, oh, they're so abusive, they're so hurtful, they're so mean, they're not supportive, and then like
we
you
can't
said,
trust him.
Sorry, go ahead.
No, I was agreeing with you. We cannot trust anything she says beyond that.
Unreliable fucking narrator. Let me check in the chat over here before I continue with that testimony, because Jesus Christ.
Yeah, this got way darker than I expected.
Deimos, let me take a look here. Okay. Let's see. Sarah Sarandy. I'm about to cry. This is sad. So sad. That's horrible. Okay. This reminds me of Tom's ex-mom, literally telling him to get away from her daughter as fast as possible. Someone's a piece of shit because their own parent is warning you. Yeah. No fucking kidding. And Cherry, I want to remind everyone, Deimos was adopted as a newborn. They had an incredibly privileged and amazing life with several siblings. You're right. They were adopted as a newborn. I do remember Deimos telling us about that. that was forever ago. So I can only imagine how much charmed her life could have been otherwise. So I digress there. Let me see here. Wings of Eternal Night also has a story of her own that she wants to share.
Dear.
I remember what it felt like coming to America from my homelands of Ireland and Norway at 13 years old. And coming to America, my 2 older brothers were being bullied for being immigrants. It took me years to get over the emotional hurt I was put through as a young girl. Coming to America, being bullied as an immigrant, first being in America made me very afraid of people until recently therapy helped me. Yay, see, therapy.
Glad to hear.
Yeah, this is sad.
That is a very good story.
Yeah,
Go on.
being friends with you all makes feels like maybe I can finally let go of the bullying I went through as a young girl when I first came here. I hate that even years later I still have PTSD from the bullying I went through in school when I first came here. Yeah, see what I mean? Like we're like everyone's got their got issues, and I'm really glad that you're that you could consider yourself safe with us here, Wings. We appreciate that. Cherry,
Hey,
adding
man,
on top of
we
this,
will always never be there to take advantage of people's vulnerability. That is pussy shit.
it's bullshit. It's so messed up. Cherry, also adding here, they have never experienced the horrible experiences they claim to have experienced. Ugh, and like, so they're cosplaying as someone who's tormented. So that's the real cosplay. That's the actual cosplay of Deimos, coming off like they're this hurt and angsty emo artist who's gone through so much angst and drama and shit in their fucking life. So yeah.
Well, they're right about the drama part. Just, who's causing it.
Seriously, no. Mm-mm. Yeah, no, we fucking know who it is. And it's fucking Deimos here. Alright, so let me fucking get back over here for now into the into this video transcript. And like I said, I'm reading the transcript because I'm not it would be faster than playing the video, and I don't want to run the risk of showing a name that that they didn't want shown when initially sharing the story from Jen. So back to it. Okay. So let's see here. Shit. And reached out to me when you have to kick her out. Yeah, and my mother was like, oh my god, what a terrible mother. No, well, her mother isn't really mom of the year, but that's a whole other story. The conversations I heard the two of them have, her and her mom, and dear god, but that was like a whole, like I said, a whole other story. She gets here, everything's good. She gets a job because she worked at Panera down at what it's called
Again.
Florida. No, the Panera in Florida to North Carolina. That's what we're talking about. In Florida, and she got transferred here because we had one in Mo. It's about 15 minutes from where we live. Okay, okay, cool. Easy peasy. She got transferred right there, no problem. All no problem at all. Had the job set up, everything. My God, how she complained about that job, how they did this and that to her, and to come to find out, like, she was always on her phone, never doing her damn job. So there you have it. So, so one thing that blew my mind was the Panera there didn't have anywhere to send their leftovers. So she was like, oh my gosh, I can't believe they don't donate their leftover food, which we couldn't either. Like, that's a crap ton of food. My mom said to her, if you can bring it home. We have, like, my mom's part of her church, like Catholic daughters, because we're Catholic too. God, the amount of Catholic shit I had to hear from her. Please, because of course I wasn't Catholic as her. But anyway, she was like, well, yeah, I'll ask my manager and everything. She gets approved. She brings the food home. Now we're fucking broke. We're poor as fuck. Okay, my family, we don't fucking shit about it. We fucking to each other about it. Of course, we don't fucking to other people about it. We make do. We do what we can. She brings home a fuck ton of pastries, food, breads, all the soups, whatever. This was going to go to waste. And my mom and we automatically start talking about where we're going to bring it. And she looks at us and she's like, why don't you keep it? And we looked at her and said, because there are people who need it more. And she literally looked at me and went, you guys don't have anything. I said, Deimos, we have enough. There are people, I said, my mom works with her Catholic daughters, with the women's shelters, with, at the time I worked with social services, with the group of neglected children. I said, these people need it more than we do. And she said, my parents would never do that. And I looked at her and I said, that's what we're taught in church, that to give, to support each other, to support our community. And she goes, yeah, we should do that. More, that blew my mind. Okay, blew my mind again. Just one of these things that's like, you know what, what is that? Oh, it's just hair. These odd things that she had brought up that made me question what's going on there. She constantly used her autism as an excuse for things in which she always said, oh, I am a high functioning, autistic. I'm high functioning. One of little sister's friends, who is, she has her master's in psychology. One of those, I'm not sure which one it is, but had met Deimos at a convention, and it said to little sis afterwards, is your friend autistic? And little sis said, yeah. And she's high functioning. The friend looked at her and said, yeah, she's not high functioning. So there's also that. So she basically got diagnosed. She got diagnosed from a friend who actually works in mental health with a fucking degree and everything. And she's like, yeah, no, it's official. She's just faking it.
Wow.
Yeah.
Wow.
I wish I could say I'm surprised, but yet I am not surprised in the slightest.
Neither am I, to be perfectly honest. I am disappointed.
I am too, but I'm reaching the zenith of my disappointment where I cannot be any disappointed anymore, and my reaction is just going to be, because of course she did.
It's either because of course you did, or your reaction is just pure laughter.
Like, I saw it. I mean, she lies about all these things. Is she lying about? Of course she's lying about the other thing. Yeah, why would there is no joy in my laughter. There is only pattern recognition.
Only pattern fucking recognition. You're not wrong. Oh my god. It's painful here, man. Let me take a look in the chat before I continue. Yeah, and my friends call me Michelle. Yeah, no, we appreciate that. Deimos wants to be a victim so bad, says Cherry. No fucking kidding. Yeah. It's
like an obsession at this point.
Exactly.
She needs somebody, anyone, to feel sorry for her.
Oh my god, it's just so fucking cringy and disgusting when we see the kind of bullshit that Deimos does over here. Let's see, Alexandria Harrison at Cherry. They tried to make their being adopted worse than me being adopted. Like, we're both adopted. Shut the fuck up, bitch.
Wait, is she really fucking starting a pity party over adoption now?
Oh,
yeah,
no.
There's no point in being like, oh, well, I've had it worse. Why is that a competition? Okay, you're both adopted. Okay, so?
Oh, dear God.
Like, motherfucker. Like,
sorry. I was hoping he wouldn't go that far, but I guess I was mistaken. My apologies. It was worse than I thought.
I'm super sorry, but I dropped out from the trauma Olympics a long time ago. I've got the trauma. I'm still working through it. But way before that, I dropped out of the fucking drama Olympics forever ago. This ain't a fucking competition. I was like, yeah, well, my fucking thing was this is that, XYZ, ABC. Yeah, well, you know what? You don't have it as bad as I do, because I have a Bleach shirt, and it's almost faded away, and no one recognizes Bleach anymore. No, I'm kidding.
No, you do have it better. You know why? Because you understand that what matters is the heart.
The heart.
And the person that you... Like, the best part is, bro, I was just about to tune in, like, I know this is going to sound crazy, but moments before they started, I was playing Yakuza 3. One of the... Kiryu is a man among men because he's got the balls and the heart. And you know what he tells to a dude that he fights in the arena?
What does he tell him?
What does he say?
Like, this conversation is though too fucking fitting. He goes, you can never defeat me because you can never recognize strength. You can only accept your own weakness but never try to improve it. You are just another moron that wears his misery on his sleeve like a badge of honor. The world is full of them. As long as you remain that way, you can never beat me because you will never get stronger.
Damn.
Oh!
Damn.
Oh,
it's
somebody called
so
911.
perfect.
I gotta report a murder. Oh my god.
And the best part is, Kiryu in the Yakuza games, he goes through some monumental amounts of shit. And that's what makes him strong, because he doesn't like to spread his misery to other people.
Like we're fucking we've got our fucking issues, but I don't go out of my.
The following is a public service announcement.
That's not supposed to happen. Sorry about that, guys. But that is sorry about that. Didn't mean to click on something. I was trying to get something set up for the end of the show, but it started auto-playing. Sorry about that. No, but you're right. Like, dear God, like we try to get on with our lives, but when it comes to actually sharing those issues, sharing like our actual problems, our actual fucking traumas, our childhood experiences with work or with family or with friends or with people that we interact with or shit that that fries our ass, like we try to have like a certain degree of like access to ourselves with each other on that. Like we're all basically a fucking micro family. We'll shit on each other. We'll tell each other all our problems all the live long day between us here in the Ravens flock. So that's like one thing. But it's not like I'm gonna like. There's shit in my own life that I'm not fucking telling any fucking buddy.
Hey man, it's privacy. We understand.
Exactly. And there's shit that you tell that you would tell your lover, or shit that you would only talk about with your with a coworker, like keeping that kind of professional barrier. It's a thing, it's a societal thing that we all gotta fucking deal with, but to try and do the shit that Deimos has done, basically using this shit as an excuse for her shitty behavior. No. Sorry, sorry, sweet tits, that kite don't fly anymore.
That's a good way to put it. Unfortunately, yeah, like, the fact that it ended with somebody ending up in near like mortal danger is already like worrisome enough. But really the fact that she just kept doing it afterwards,
God,
that's the part that still gets to me, is that nothing ever changes. Like it just goes right back to it over and over and over. Like it just keeps happening because she keeps doing it, and she keeps throwing away and repeating the process. Please continue the story. I want to see where this goes.
Oh boy. All right, I'm not sure if I'm ready for it. But I will go ahead and continue. I do see I saw Minty Day in here. Give me a second. Let me just
Minty Day.
Yeah, let's see. Most of the things Deimos has been through may have been a small bit of validation to it. However, most of the hardship Deimos has been through is self-inflicted. Yeah.
Yeah, that's one way to put it.
Why am I hurting in my head so much? Oh no, it's everyone else's fault.
Maybe if I punch this wall enough times, my broken hand will finally stop hurting.
Right? Shit. Let me continue. Yeah, you can't fix stupid, Kyle Canada. Preach. No, there's no cure for stupid.
You can't. You really can't.
And Minty Day also said, I said it once, I'll say it again, Deimos' behavior reminds me of someone who's addicted to drugs, except the drugs are called attention and cosplay. Let's see here. They'll do anything to get their fix.
Could it be perhaps the horrible bounces of narcissistic personality disorder?
The survey says, I think you're fucking right on that, man. Shit.
I don't want to be right anymore. Being right is depressing.
Welcome to my world, Angel. That's how I feel all the time. Welcome. Welcome, my man.
Damn it.
You now understand the burden. Heavy is the burden of being me. I'm fucking kidding. Let me see here. Okay, yeah, no, she's not functioning. Okay, there we go. There's also that. Okay, I'm continuing in the transcript. I know her mother never got her help for it because she talked about that all the time. Her mother never admitted that she was autistic. I don't know if that's a lie. But that is what she constantly claimed when she was crying to me, crying like sobbing, like weeping to me. Oh my gosh, so much. But yeah, things started getting pretty rough around, I would say, Thanksgiving. She got me here in September. Yeah, around September is when she moved in, and it was around the holidays. And then her birthday rolled around, and she was having, I have no money. I ended up finally getting my lawyer. Finally, I should say, ended up getting me disability. So I got back payments. So I had a little extra money, and I bought her a nice birthday gift. I took her out wherever she wanted to go for dinner. That conversation with her mother, by the way, she called her mother on her birthday, and she had her own speaker. And she was like, yeah, Mom, Nene took me to my nickname's Nene, by the way. Nene took me out to dinner for my birthday with little sister and her mom, speaking to her like she was maybe 5 years old. And did you say thank you? That was weird. And that's like how those conversations went all the time. Yeah, very odd. Okay.
Self-infantilization.
Self-infantilization. Yeah, that's sussy. That's pretty sus. Very odd. Christmas rolls around. She doesn't do anything. My parents, she's all, I have no money. Oh my god, I'm so broke. I'm so broke. I'm so broke. No problem, baby. We got you. We get her nice Christmas gifts because that's what we do. She had this whole, oh my god, she went to this convention and it was probably Hallmat that she had gone to.
Wait, where did she get the money to go to the convention if she had no money in the first place?
Right.
Because that is where the rent money went.
Yeah,
I have
wait
no money,
a minute.
but you have
Get
money
the calculator.
to go to cons.
Something ain't adding up here.
Yeah,
and that's actually a thing for anyone. You have to put adulting first before pleasure and hobbies.
Needs before
Rent
wants,
comes
baby.
before cons.
Like,
Exactly.
and we've said this shit a million times. Like, I've even mentioned it. Like, no way that we're gonna deal with going to a con and spend the money for that if we don't have a roof to come back to.
My brother in Christ.
Why do you think
we
Sis
gotta
and I
pay
haven't
bills.
gone to a con yet, except for Metro?
Except for Metro, when we put you up.
Adulting.
Which, by the way, if you need to come, if you're coming to Hallmat, we'll put you up there too because we want you to enjoy yourselves. So fuck yes.
Yeah, it all depends on stuff.
I know. I understand. I digress. Like, I'm letting you know. Let me see here. Let me get back into the thing. Where is it? Convention.
There's still more to the story?
Let's say the video itself was 45 minutes long. I'm only up to minute 16. Just letting you guys know. I'm not going to read the whole thing because with all the interruptions here. I'm actually trying to get to the worst part of it. Yeah, no, we talked actually about it because Deimos nearly killed my sister. She was harming herself and formed an eating disorder. Yeah, because of the gaslighting and mental abuse that she was suffering from by Deimos. Yeah, so like, okay, I think we can hold on reading the rest of the video. Like I said, I'll download that video so that we can keep it for posterity. But I'm like I said, I'm not gonna name the name of the little sister because that's what Nene wants.
Privacy.
And any mentions of Deimos's government name, I'm keeping out just to keep Deimos. Yeah, guess what, bitch? I've still got enough respect for you to not call you out by your government fucking name, which I happen to fucking know, which I will gladly say for anyone to hear if I wasn't me. So,
all right, we get it.
I know it too.
Yeah. So the moral of the story is we're better than her, and we know it. I'm kidding. Fucking. I'm sorry. If I'm gonna freaking preen my feathers at some point, it's gonna be about shit like this. At least I'm not this asshole. At least we're not
one peacock arauz over here.
Yeah.
Fucking switching his goddamn tail.
Yeah, exactly.
Oh Jesus!
Fucking what happened?
Christ.
Was it your cat?
The cat jumped on my legs.
Oh my gosh!
Fuck, are you okay?
Scared the shit out of me.
Did your cat?
That's what happens when you have a cat.
Yeah.
No, she's fine. She's fine. She just ran through the door. I closed the door for the recording, but apparently she was sleeping on my bed the entire time, and I didn't notice. And she just jumped right on my legs. Don't look at me like you didn't do nothing wrong.
She's a black cat, right? Do you have
gray?
Dark? Oh, she's gray. Do you have dark bedding?
No, she just blended really well in with my sheets because she went right under the big thick ones.
That would do
it.
Anyway, yeah. So no, and she's looking at me like she didn't do anything wrong.
Yeah, because she's a cat.
She's a cat. They never do
Shit.
anything
She's
wrong.
never done anything wrong.
Angel, you got to remember,
She's lucky
we don't
she's
adopt
cute,
cats.
I charge her rent.
But I did
How's it
nothing
up
wrong,
you?
Angel Coon, says the cat.
Angel,
Get out of here, you stupid
You got to remember
animal.
something
Go,
very
go.
important. We don't adopt cats. Cats adopt us.
Yeah, well, if she wasn't cute, I'd be charging her rent. Come on, get out. Get. There, she's out. Please continue.
All right, let's go ahead and get into it because I'm pretty sure we've got plenty more stories that came in.
Yeah, I'm actually double checking the rest of the messaging that I've got to see if there are any other stories that I should go through. Let me see here. Finally, the Catholic religion and others. Yeah, no, we read that from Cherry. Let me see here. Okay, not this one. We did Hanari Solomon. By the way, Hanari, if you're watching, up. Much love. Yeah, a 50 first for life. Captain Rex is awesome.
Yeah.
Minty Day. Let's see. Hypnos Cosplay was watching there, and let's see here. Okay, Citrus said they were gonna send. Yeah, Citrus Queer said they were going to send more cohesive testimony on it, but
by all means, thank you.
No, they just couldn't get around to it.
Understandable.
They're still sensitive on the topic.
We'll save that for episode 3 when the actual murder allegations come to light.
No, dear God, fuck, man.
My lord.
I don't want to fucking deal with her shit anymore. God.
Sorry, sir. The drama gets the views.
On stream, if we give people an email, yeah. Yeah, and I don't know if Jazzy had anything else that she was going to say or add, but if anything else comes up in the future, she's more than welcome to.
Please let us know. Any information is good, because we're not just doing this for the hell. Listen, we love to shit on bad people. That is true. But we're also doing this specifically because we want to, for lack of a better term, spread the truth. This individual is both well-known and not that well-known. And the last thing we want is somebody else to end up in the same pile of crap that we did because we trusted the wrong person.
Exactly. You hit the nail right on the fucking head, Angel. I'm gonna take a look in the chat so we can start wrapping up here, because at this point, like, there's very little else to add or to say about Deimos.
Yeah.
Because she's a fucking wreck. She's a fucking narcissistic wreck, and I can't fucking deal with it. I'm pretty sure she's going to be playing victim from this point forward. She's already blocked almost everyone in the Ravens flock here that we know of. So any way of trying to see what other bullshit she might be trying to pull on people in the future.
That's the thing. It's not like we're trying to, sneak on her profiles and try and get dirt on her. No. I have literally not even tried to look at any of her stuff since even before she apologized to me. I just never looked at her stuff anymore. I did actually forget that I was following her in several things, but I'm not a person to go on and be like, oh, look, they did this, I'm gonna screenshot. No. That's petty and stupid.
No, it really fucking is. And listen, it's just like xeiana said, it's just like Dragonfang and Angel and Jose said. We do not give a fuck about you, Deimos. We don't want you anywhere near us anymore. You want to fucking say that you're done? You remember the little email you said, oh, well, congratulations, you guys did put it in the fucking ether. The reason why we're calling you out in this two-parter is because you went and fucked with others. And you've done this too many times already.
It just keeps happening.
It just keeps fucking happening.
We warned about the stairs, brah.
It's fucking DJ Khaled. Another one.
It just keeps happening.
No. If you knew anything about us, if you fucking knew anything about what we do and what we stand for, you should have fucking known that this behavior ain't gonna fly by us without us fucking calling you out. This shit ain't gonna fucking fly.
Saints,
listen, it's why is it the more that we seem to grow up, the more things are starting to devolve back into high school era? I thought we outgrew this. I'm so tired of drama. I just want to vibe and exist and not have a safe space to get away from reality, because again, as everyone knows, adulting really sucks, especially in this economy. We just want to have fun, man.
No, I agree with you, and I can answer that question, Juan, if you don't mind. As we get older and as we start to discover things in life, and as we start, dipping our toes into the realms of adulthood, of responsibility, we're able to see the world in a bigger picture. But while we're constantly changing, while we're growing, there are others who are unable to, or most of the 9 times out of 10, unwilling to move past the small pond that they're in. In this case, some cosplayers, can't seem, who are entrenched in the drama pool with other cosplayers, they can't seem to break out of the habit. They can't seem to get out of it, and they become absorbed by it.
They don't understand that at some point you got to take the cosplay off and go to work.
Like,
Some people go put on the princess dress and they never stopped.
But more to the point, they don't know when to take the cosplay off and just realize that, yeah, there's actually a huge world outside of the cosplay bubble.
Exactly. There are consequences to your actions, and the inability to accept that is what determines a child or an adult. I guess you could say, for people like her, it's Jober.
It had never been more Jover than it is now.
It has never been more Jober than it is now.
Oh my God.
For real, though, that is a pretty good allegory. Some people are genuinely unwilling to mature
Jose,
because
really
they keep getting away with it.
Like, I mean, Jose, you really surprise me sometimes here. Angel, well said. Jose, well said. Every one of y'all, fucking aces all around. Gold stars. All four of y'all get a gold star today. Thank you for that.
Yay, I'm going to put it in my gold star book. Yay.
Oh!
Yay! I'll put it somewhere and I'll likely forget about it later.
Question.
Yes.
If we get 10 stars, do we get something special?
Yes.
Do we get a lollipop?
No, you get to go into the treasure chest and you get to pick out one treasure, whether it's a little toy or a piece of candy.
Lollipop? No, only lollipop.
But what if it's something like, I don't know, like a free pass to, take a nap?
No.
No, naps are free.
That's 15
Nope, naps are free.
gold stars.
Oh, God.
Naps are free.
No, nap during the day
naps are
during
free
work.
Adults right over
Free
here.
pass to take
All
a
right,
nap during
guys,
work.
but getting back to the point, like, yeah, no, with Deimos' case, she is far too absorbed into herself, into cosplaying, and the whole drama and all and all the shit that she's started, that she perpetuated, like, that's all. Unfortunately, those situations come with the territory, because when it comes to the cosplay world, like, yeah, there's good stuff about it, but then there's also the other side of the coin, where it's a clash with different cosplayers, and it's also a clash of egos and drama and all that stuff.
Like, I still don't understand why we can't fucking get past that kind of mentality. Like, look, I'm much more for cooperatives, for fucking, like, listen, like, okay, you're great at sewing, I'm great at building armor or props or whatever. Let's get something together, and okay, you want to join and do fucking leather work or some shit. Let's fucking, like, pool our knowledge, our niche knowledges together, and help embolden and enrich ourselves and each other with this knowledge. Ciencia es potencia. Knowledge is power, motherfucker. But no.
Yeah, okay, but what if I do it better?
Okay,
what
cool.
If,
show us how.
What if you made this? No, I made this.
No, that's what Deimos does. She's apparently a plagiarist, too.
Yeah, and that's the thing. If you do it better, well, you know what? That's when you help pass on your knowledge to people who are struggling and who want to learn more. Because, I mean, can you imagine just be like, wow, I really wish I could do this. Or like, oh, no, I know how you can do this. Look, if you do this kind of stitching and you get fabric like this, it actually is much easier. Boom, there you go. You literally just helped someone, and now they can grow to be just as good as you, and it makes you feel all nice and warm. Exactly. Because you help someone.
It's fulfillment. It's like you're helping, like bringing someone else up and lifting them up instead of keeping them down. Saying like, oh, I don't think you'll be able to handle this. It's too advanced for you. Bullshit. Let me take a look in the chat right quick over here. If you guys do a part 3, says Sarah Serendi, can you come get me so I can participate in this with tea and cookies? I really don't want to do a part 3. I don't
think there. Well, I don't think we're going to have a part 3 because, well, like you said, we're near the end of the episode, and honestly, we're running out of things to say. Like, we pretty much covered everything we needed to say in the first part, and I think we're pretty much caught up with all the messages and all the stories that we've received in the past 2 weeks.
You're right, we are.
And
for now.
But we do have to say that we do not want people to go after them and start harassing them, everything, because that will just make us look just as bad. So please do not do that.
Yes,
we
exactly.
do not condone bad behavior. At the end of the day, we are trying to keep the criticism fair here. We're not trying to send people to attack them. We're not that kind of people.
No, do not become an aggressor.
No, do not. Thank you, guys. Yeah, thank you for that, Xeiana and Dragonfang and Jose and Angel, because you guys reminded me, yeah, that's another obligatory disclaimer that we needed to put up. Just because Deimos is a shit person. Doesn't mean we want anyone, especially anyone who feels like they were inspired by this programming, to go out of their way to try and harass or otherwise publicly molestate the personage of Deimos Cosplay. If you see them in
Do
public,
not act out in retaliation.
please don't. We do not need that shit. You do not need that shit. And all it would be is just another thing for Deimos to cry victim over. Don't give her the ammo.
If you do, we are legally obligated to separate ourselves from you and tell the authorities we don't know who you are.
It's literally in the law. I'm sorry. It's part of the Geneva Conventions. I didn't read the whole thing, but it was in there somewhere.
But getting back to it, so Angel's right. We're caught up on the stories for now, but until then, what's left to say about Deimos Cosplay that we haven't already said?
Fucking clown. Aside from that, let me take a look.
She's a repeat offender. She's never going to learn from her. She's never going to break out of her habits.
Learning is hard. I don't want it.
I did want to look at a couple folks in the chat here. Sorry. The Poet Who Wanders, by the way. A Poet Who Wanders, welcome to the Black Files. I've overheard so much shit about her over the past year. I'm so glad to see all this finally coming to light. Ryan in the chat. A up, Ryan. Good to see that you have protective earwear for the firearm that you legally are practicing in a shooting range. Very good. Very responsible. Ryan in the chat. A up, Ryan. Welcome to the Black Files. I'm glad that I don't have to deal with her anymore and that she's finally being exposed. My sympathies if you've had to deal with her in the past. Jesus Christ. Let me see here. Okay, unfortunately, I love a high school movie. Yep. Okay, I wish she was only using dad's money. Says Minty Day. Then there wouldn't be so many who were scammed. And Minty Day also said, Citrus Queer is still going through things right now, so thank you for the patience. No worries. On your own time, on your own time.
No rush for anyone who wants to reach out.
Yeah,
if it takes you months, that's fine.
Exactly.
Because no one, the last thing people we would want is to people have to suffer reliving through all these memories, because trauma is not a good thing.
No, it's not. It's never a good thing to suffer in silence.
And Poe Who Wanders also said, agreed, we are all here for the same reason. We're here to have fun and bring characters to life. That's it. Creative people who love characters all just being nerds, respectfully. Dude, nerd is not a bad word here. We're all nerds. And I love my nerds. And you guys are also excellent nerds.
Well, of course I love nerds. I used to buy them over at a corner store when growing up.
Okay, now you're legally obligated to buy us nerds. Thank you.
No, they're legally obligated they're legally obligated to use our promo code FlockFuel and get themselves
the nerdies. Yes, please get the nerdies for Glytch. It is the best.
It does
tastes like nerds.
It literally does taste like nerds. I promise.
Absolutely, yeah. Nerds in general is just a really good candy. Angel, don't get that stupid idea of getting nerds rope and using it as a weapon.
Well, no. Only because you asked nicely.
Listen, Jose, you have to understand. Licorice whips are out. Nerd rope whips are in, okay? Because if you have a Twizzler whip, that's just the whipping of the Twizzler and that's it. But nerd ropes are studded, okay? So they'll hurt worse. So
I'm just saying, man. There are appliances. There are things in life that I've seen Angel turn into a weapon.
Only for self-defense. Give me some credit here, bro. Come on.
Well, Angel, if nothing else, I know that you'll come up with some loophole around Jose's edict here. For God's sake, he just it's what you love doing as a part-time job. There is just fucking with our brains, especially with mine. I know how much you love messing with me. And I fucking love you, but I also fucking hate you at that. I'm losing my mind. Everything's fine. Sorry, there's a song in there.
You're fine, but
I'm gonna go ahead and start wrapping us up. But before I wrap us up, in case the fine folks at home had not seen this yet, what I would like to do is I would like to show you guys something that we went ahead and announced a few weeks ago, and we're going to go ahead and continue promoting up until next Saturday night at 8 p.m. So, I'm going to mute us for a second, and y'all folks, enjoy.
The following is a public service announcement from the Ravens flock.
I'm Jose Casabona.
I am Angel Mendez.
And I'm Juan Arauz. And we are the Ravens flock.
Folks, this is absolutely an exciting time right now because we are planning something really big for September, and this is a first time for us.
We here at the Ravens Flock have partnered up with a charity called Stack Up to bring you a special all-night charity stream where we're going to be playing Dead Space and raising money to help veterans in need.
That is correct. Normally, we here enjoy the good times and the fun times, but we are not afraid to tackle difficult and serious subjects. Mental health and the well-being of our veterans and worldwide veterans is very important. So we're going to sit down and face the horrors of Dead Space to help the people that are facing the horrors in their own minds, and we would like you to be there with us.
Yep, our stream will be on Saturday, September 14th at 8 p.m. Eastern, right here on this channel. And we hope that you'll join us because every cent counts, every dollar counts to help not only support mental health, but also to help support the veterans who have fought for us, not just in the States, but also abroad.
We hope to see you there, folks. Remember, go to stackup.org to learn more about our brand new partners over here. And we'll also be providing you with the donation link. So if you want to chip in early, you are free to do so.
Every cent counts, every well-wish counts. And we sincerely hope that you will join us because all of it goes towards a genuinely good and worthwhile cause.
We hope to see you guys on September. Until then, have a good night.
Yeah. So, folks, we're gonna go ahead and put the link into the link for the charity stream once we set up the stream over here. After we finish up with the thumbnail and all that good jazz and get it all prettied up and nice and fancy, we'll put the link on every one of our episodes from now until Saturday, September 14th. 8 p.m. Help the Ravens Flock spread awareness to a good cause. Donate if you can, and watch us do a nice little spooky late night live stream of Dead Space. So yeah, it's gonna be fun all night long. All right, so Angel. I'm going to go ahead and give you last words over here tonight. And what do we have to look forward to on this next edition of Los Amigos Play?
Well, thank you. Okay, so first off, last words, nothing else to say that hasn't already been said. We are sadly and very likely going to witness events like this similarly happen because this person doesn't learn and they refuse to learn and they're not going to learn. But we're going to learn, and that's what we're still better off. And I hope that you will join us at 5 p.m. Eastern Standard Time on Los Amigos Play. Now, we just finished the harrowing and painfully brutal tale of Metal Gear Solid 3. It was painful. It was bitter. It was sweet. It was an important lesson about realizing why sometimes your friend may not be your enemy. But more importantly, who gives a shit about that? Because it's hog time, baby.
Hog time? What the hell do you mean hog time?
I mean hog with edge. That's right, ladies and gentlemen. In celebration of the... Oh, yeah, it's happening. In celebration of the upcoming Sonic 3 movie, Mr. Casabona will grab the controller once more and take us to the edgiest journey ever as we play Shadow the Hedgehog. And you better join us.
No, God.
You better join us because I need one to suffer with the rest of you.
Shadow.
You're too slow. You're too slow, Jose.
For the record, we do plan to continue the Metal Gear Solid series with 4, but that will have to wait a little bit because we got too many things getting in the way right now. So in the meantime, something nice, short, and sweet for our fellow fans and Sonic Speed aficionados. Mr. Casabona, are you ready to once again embrace the edge?
Angel, give me a gun.
No, don't
and
give
a motorcycle.
No, do not.
And I hope that you will be there to join
Dragon
us.
Fang, get me a motorcycle.
No, don't
I'm
give us
sorry. No, I'm sorry. I cannot afford a motorcycle, so you're on your own there.
Here's
Damn
a
it.
moped. Here's a moped for you.
No. I hope you know how to use a scooter because we're just gonna have to give you the scooter. Sorry.
Can it be at least a Vespa for like style points?
Sorry. No, we can only throw the cheap shit.
Ah, damn. Well,
No. We're too
okay.
cheap for the razors.
It's okay, Angel. I'll make the most of it.
You will, because even with the right amount of edge, even the cheap shit can slice through a boulder. So once again, I hope to see you there on YouTube and Kick, as usual, at 5 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. Los Amigos Play. It's going to be a blast. It's going to be great. Juan is going to cringe into a singularity. You're going to love it.
I'm going to cringe myself into a microscopic black hole, and it's going to hurt.
Black hole, son!
xeiana, Dragon Fang, how about you ladies? Last thoughts, last words about Deimos for now.
I'm just so tired of the drama, man.
I'm fucking tired of
all I have to say is if we meet again in public, I will be courteous. You don't do anything to me, I will just nod to you and be on my way. I am not going to be going out there to be a bitch. If we can afford to go to a con, we're going there to have fun and see friends and meet new friends. I don't want to have to deal with anything. So,
My last thoughts.
Yes, Dragon Fang.
I just wish that she would just own up to all of her shit. We know she's never going to.
Impossible.
She's going to keep on repeating the same dumb mistake.
Now, if this actually is a huge wake-up call for her, that, hey, listen, people are kind of done giving you chances, you need to shape up, then okay, we will wait and see. But so far, there's been too many chances right now, so.
Too many second chances. Yeah, no, fucking well said.
Third, fourth, fifth chance.
She's already used up all of her free chances. You know, her second chances.
No more mulligans. Play with the hand. She threw the hand away and ran to the store to get another deck.
Oh, she bites the hand.
Well, she better not bite the hand that's feeding her now, because that'll fuck her over big time. Thank you, ladies. We appreciate you here. And Jose, how about you? Final words from the main man, and also, what can we expect on tomorrow night's edition of Wrestle Rewind?
All right, so final words on Deimos Cosplay for now. Like, based on the stories, based on the testimonials that we have reviewed, and of course our own personal experience, the best way to summarize her is that this is a woman who is, by her own doing, trapped in her habits, trapped in her pattern of behavior, and in doing so, and being stuck in her ways for so long, she has affected the lives of so many people, too many people to count. And now it's gotten to the point where her habits are becoming embarrassingly public, thanks to the folks who are speaking out and thanks to the folks who have contacted us and given us permission to share these stories. I can only imagine like how tough it must be like for them to want to talk about this in fear of retaliation. Deimos is very, 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 very is a very, 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 like, I pity the person. I pity the person because they can't, and they don't want to snap out of their habits, and they're going to be trapped this way for the rest of their life. I mean, they've been given, like xeiana, Rose, and Dragon Fang said, they've been given far too many chances. We've been too forgiving for this person, and after a point, you got to let them go. You have to let them go, and it's sink or swim for Deimos.
Fucking nicely said, Jose. All right, and okay, so what do we got tomorrow night on Wrestle Rewind? Jose, let the fine folks at home know.
For tomorrow night's edition of Wrestle Rewind, which is every Thursday night at 10 p.m. Eastern, right here on YouTube and Kick, myself and Mr. Juan Arauz, we review 3 of the most exciting professional wrestling programs in North America today. That's WWE's NXT, AEW Dynamite, and TNA Impact. For tomorrow night, we're going to do a little bit of a twist. We're actually going to be reviewing the pay-per-views that happened on the weekend, last weekend. It's Pay-Per-View Thursday. We're going to be reviewing the matches that's happened on the pay-per-view events of WWE's Bash in Berlin, Germany, NXT's No Mercy, and TNA's Emergence. And just want to do a little quick shout out for those who tuned in for the watch party for WWE's Bash in Berlin on Saturday, August 31st. We appreciate you for tuning in. You guys are awesome. If you missed it, don't worry. You can catch our review tomorrow night.
All right,
Nice.
excellent. All right. I guess that's that from you guys, and I'll go ahead and I'll give my final thoughts here too. Deimos, we're done with you. You there's so many there's so many other things that we could say here, but at this point we're just done. And the only way that this will continue, that this will be an ongoing problem, is if you yourself decide to make it a problem. We hope that you will see reason and not antagonize any further. Don't even try to come at us over here, because like I mentioned before, your behavior brought you over to this, and we are obligated as the Ravens flock to shine a light on the darker side of nerd and geek culture, and unfortunately that light has fallen upon you. You're not allowed to make excuses. You're not allowed to say that you're a victim. You're not allowed to say that this is some sort of hit piece, because it's not. This has been a long time coming, and this is something that you only have yourself to blame. And like Jose said, we're disappointed. I'm not even fucking mad. I'm not even fucking angry that you fucking went ahead and broke Kstorm's heart and never, to this day, had the nerve to apologize to her face to face, like a fucking adult. But I suppose that's too much to expect from you. But hopefully, this will be the last that we hear of you for now. Hopefully in the future, you'll reform, or you'll see reason, and you'll fucking grow up. Take some accountability for yourself. Actually work towards undoing the harm that you've caused, or at the very least, preventing any further harm on others in the future. And if you can't do that, then there's no fucking hope. And like as I said, we're not mad. We're just disappointed. And if there are going to be any other developments regarding Deimos Cosplay or any other aspect in the darker side of nerd and geek culture, you better believe that you can catch us discussing it right here on this show, the uncensored and uncompromising interview and review podcast of the Ravens flock, The Black Files, hosted by yours truly, Juan Arauz. Be sure to request access as we go live every Wednesday night at 10 p.m. Eastern Time, simulcasting on YouTube and Kick. Hit the subscribe and the follow button, ring the notification bell to stay up to date on all of our content. Become an inner vlogger by hitting the join button, and until next time, we continue to follow us on Facebook.com/TheRavensFlock, Twitter.com/RavensFlock13, Instagram.com/TheRavensFlockOnline, Kick.com/TheRavensFlock, and of course, remember to hit the subscribe button and ring the tiny little notification bell right here on our flagship platform, YouTube.com/TheRavensFlock, humble home of the Black Files, Los Amigos Play, Wrestle Rewind, and the Ravens flock. For xeiana, Rose, Dragon Fang, Angel Mendez, and the casabona, I am Juan Arauz. This has been the Black Files. We out.